today I will work on my WIP for the Drills and Chills event. I'll be working on the next section, which is here. I'm a little more than halfway done. I'm also going to answer some questions. Katie from the Diamonds and Washi YouTube channel started a tag question challenge, and I even challenge you, if you have a YouTube channel, to do the questions yourself. You can see how I've sectioned off the canvas. I've already done parts of it, so of course I've cut off the plastic, but this is basically, and I started over in this corner, and I'm basically working in a spiral to do. This is just a particular choice that I'm making for this canvas. There's no specific reason for doing it one way or the other. So I'm going to start. And you can see one of the reasons why I like to section off like this is it actually helps my brain, my eyes to focus. There was one time I worked on a canvas that had a lot of black, and I could not see any other colors except black until I did the sectioning. And then once I sectioned off, then I started seeing the shading, the blues, the greens, the purples, other colors other than the black, but my eyes were just overwhelmed with all of the black on that particular canvas. So I've discovered by sectioning, now my eyes are only focusing here. And so like even for a canvas like this, has a lot of white. So right now in this section, that's really all I'm seeing right now is the white. As I start to work on it, then I'll be able to start really focusing in on the other colors. For the fall questions, actually I'm going to turn this over so that I have my work area right here. So for the tag questions, question number 1 is, what is your favorite fall themed drink while you're DPing, while you're diamond painting? For me personally, now you don't have to answer all of these questions. I'm just going to answer the ones that apply to me, basically. Apply to my interests. For me, I love apple cider vinegar. Apple cider. Hot apple cider. And then I also love hot chocolate. Right now, because I'm having blood pressure issues, I can't do the hot chocolate, but I do love hot apple cider. So the next question is, what kind of fall themed snacks do you like to eat while you're DPing, while you're diamond painting? Well, there's one specific fall snack that I love to eat during the fall, and it's just kind of one of those things that I really can't not eat, if that makes any sense. And that's candy corn. I don't know, candy corn is part of the season to me. I know there's a lot of people that don't like it because it is pure sugar, but that just happens to be what I like. So the next question is there a special drill that you like to use when you're diamond painting? Maybe a pumpkin shape or something like that. I personally don't. I do like using, if I'm decorating something that has pumpkins and I've got some sparkly orange, then I might swap those out. Is there, question number 4, is there a diamond painting kit that you've completed in your, that's like your favorite fall or Halloween? I can't necessarily say that I have a favorite. I've enjoyed every one that I've done. I will see if I can try to maybe add a couple of pictures to show you some of them, because I've participated in the Drills and Chills event for, I think this is my 3rd year. This is what I entered for last year's Drills and Chills. So I've really enjoyed each one of the kits that I've done for the Drills and Chills event. For the most part, I don't like spooky, especially if it's really scary, type of Halloween. I had a bad event when I was a child, and just don't like any extremely scary, especially if it's something where another person is getting hurt. I detest depictions like that. So for all of the Drills and Chills, I've done projects like this that are more of a fall theme. So I've always enjoyed doing the hayfield with pumpkins, things like that. Now, I do have some Halloween decorations. I just don't have anything that's like super spooky. I guess you could say I'm a kid at heart, and I prefer kind of more of a sweet, innocent type Halloween. I do dress up for Halloween some years. This year, I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be. There's some years, because of the specific jobs that I do, there have been some years when I haven't gone out at all, so there was no reason for me to dress up. But this year, it looks like, because Halloween's going to be on a Friday and I work on Fridays, so I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to dress up as. I was kind of maybe thinking, I don't know, maybe thinking like dressing up like a cat or something. I'm not really sure yet. That's something I kind of got to decide. I've got almost a month to figure that out. Question number 5. Is there a fall or Halloween diamond painting, either that's been created or something you wish would be created, that you'd really like to do? Last year, I think it was, someone had showed, for the Drills and Chills event, somebody had found this one kit, and I believe it was an Oraloa kit. It was actually kind of cute. I do laundry for my job. I do laundry for my company, and this one Oraloa kit was a bunch of ghosts that were washing themselves and then hanging themselves out to dry. And I so wish I could have found that kit to do it so that I could do it myself. I don't remember last year, there was some reason why I didn't get it. I guess part of the reason I wasn't entirely sure if Oraloa is licensed or not. I could have done it as a secondary project. But that was more of a darker theme, but the fact that it was ghosts laundering themselves, I thought was a hilarious concept for me. Number 6. What does fall look like where you live? Of course, if you're down south, you guys are in spring. But for me, I live on the west coast of the United States in an area where we don't really get that much rain. So we don't get the change of the seasons. We just get, but by now it is starting to cool off, which is wonderful. I love fall because of the days are still warm Still warm, but the evenings cool off. I love that particular this time of year. So I don't get the extreme changing of the seasons that like back east get, stuff like that. Number 7 is what kind of things do you either watch or listen to while you're diamond painting? And for me personally, I don't know, just kind of whatever happens to be on YouTube. I don't have a TV myself. My TV basically is YouTube. So I just play, unless I'm making a video like I am today. I actually don't really, it's just whatever happens to be on YouTube. Number 8, what DP accessories do you like to use while you're diamond painting? Well, one of the little things that I love to get is cover minders. You can see this one's a ghost. I forget where I got it. But this is I got this one last year. This is my Drills and Chills event tray from last year. It's a flower tray. So I've been using that. I also have last year there's one that makes these trays that have the magnets in them. And this was last year's Drills and Chills 2024. So I use these a lot. Because of finances this year, I'm not in a position to be able to buy anything, although there's a lot of wonderful diamond painting accessories that I so wish I could get. Oh my gosh, I wish. But I've got to pay bills. That's like a priority right now. When it's a matter of not being able to pay rent versus being able to pay rent, that's a huge difference. And necessities like that that's got to take priority over a hobby like this. This particular kit I got from Hobby Lobby, and it was 40% off, so I didn't pay that much really for it. And I had just gotten paid from one of my jobs, so I had the money at the moment. But as far as any of the bigger canvases, the better quality, this Hobby Lobby has really good quality, but I'm talking like the Dreamer Design and Diamond Art Club type canvases. I just don't have the money for something like that right now, even though they're really good quality. I love the products from those two companies. I just can't afford it right now. So when it comes to either washi tape, I couldn't find any fall or Halloween diamond washi tape. I've been looking, but this is like a gold geometric design, so that's why I'm using this. So question number 9 is, what scent, candle, or essential oils, or maybe teas, do you like to have around you during fall that makes you think of fall? And for me, I'm not really a pumpkin person. I do like carving a pumpkin, but I do not like pumpkin flavored anything. That might Starbucks and all those other companies that have pumpkin this and pumpkin that and pumpkin everything else might not want to hear that, but I think part of my thing is I kind of got overwhelmed when I was younger with, all of the pumpkin stuff. And part of the thing is with a lot of products that have pumpkin scented, the chemicals that they use to make the scent, apparently I'm allergic to. or something like that. So I really have trouble breathing as a result. I can't, there's a lot of scents that I cannot use. So there's that particular same thing when this time of year comes around and they have cinnamon pine cones everywhere. Oh my gosh, I hate shopping because all of those scents I'm allergic to. And I think it's just mostly because it's chemicals. It's not like a natural flavor or a natural scent. It's a chemical scent that's created, and that whatever's in it that makes it that scent, I'm allergic to. So I just have to be extremely careful where I go shopping, when I go shopping, and I get in and out as quickly as I possibly can just so I can breathe. Question number 10. Have you put out any kind of fall decorations? I have a few out. I've bought a few more this year, and I've already done a couple of YouTube videos to show some of the crafts that I got this year. That's my whole big thing, is I like to do crafty stuff, and then I put those items up. So I've got a little bit around. I'm a bit of a hoarder, so I don't want to show you my place because it's a mess. Question 11. Do you have any pets, and are those pets around you while you're diamond painting? I do have a kitty. Several weeks ago, she got into a cat fight and I guess she got bit in a very sensitive place that I don't want to say on camera, and that spot got abscessed. So she had surgery last week and is recovering. So she's basically somewhere sleeping. So she's not out here with me while I'm diamond painting. Poor thing. I got one of those cones for her so she can't chew on herself. And oh boy, is she not happy. But as far as I can tell, she seems to be healing, which is the most important thing. Question number 12 is, do you have any fall or Halloween traditions in your home? Anything that you do on a yearly basis? And for me, there is a pumpkin patch in a neighboring town that I love to go to. They have a petting zoo, and you can get pumpkins, obviously, and then they have like a hayride and just a bunch of fun little stuff. And so that's basically one of my traditions. They just opened recently. I think last weekend was the opening for this year, and I just have not been able to go because I work on the weekends. So once they're open, in fact, I was even thinking maybe I'll do a YouTube video on them. I'm not really sure. So that's all of the questions. I have a party to go to shortly. Somebody invited me to a birthday party. I stopped the video for a few minutes so that I could go ahead and finish the white and do some other quick personal things. So now you can see I have all of the white outline done. And now when I start doing the other colors, it's going to be a lot easier for my eyes to focus in because the white is done. It's just going to be easier. I can actually see, I don't know if it's not green. I think it's more of a brown. It's going to be easier for me to do all these other colors now. So that's the main reason why I like to section off. And so now, because I'm going to be gone for a couple of hours, I'm going to put this plastic back in place. That way it'll protect it from dirt and whatever else. Okay. I am back. Now it's time to finish the rest of the color. Okay. Now, one of the things that I do when I'm organizing the colors, I will organize according to symbol, number, letter, stuff like that. So in one pile, I have all of the numbers. In another pile, I have all of the letters. And then in another pile, I have all of the symbols. Sometimes I will put the drills, I will organize in some sort of container. I do have the Diamond Art Club storage system, and I actually love this. This is like one of my absolute favorites out of everything. The only thing I wish is, I wish there would have been an option for a blue lid instead of a pink. I do not really like pink. Blue is my favorite color. One of the other things that I do when I am diamond painting, as you can see, I turned the picture upside down so that I have this corner that I'm working on at eye level. If I would have worked on it this way, then I'd have to be hunching over to be able to work on this corner. Or if I would have done it up here, then I'd have to reach too far. So by putting it upside down like this, it's at the perfect level for me to diamond paint without hurting my back, without straining anything. And I have one of those easels that can either be straight up, flat down, or at varying degrees. And I love that concept. It doesn't hurt my back as much. It does not hurt my neck because I'm not hunched over all day. And sometimes I could diamond paint for like 8 hours straight. I'm going to start off with the red colors because they're the most vibrant. They're easier for me to see. Sometimes I do... Oh, so one of the other things that I do is when I'm working on a project upside down like this, if I get confused, then I will turn the storage container upside down also. That way the symbol matches what I'm seeing on the picture. In this particular case, I don't have to do that so much because there's not that many colors. There's only 24 colors, so it's not, and then the canvas is not that big, so it's not as difficult for me to figure out where I'm working or what color, what symbol I'm working on. In some of the cases while I'm diamond painting, I will go for the smallest color or like whatever in this specific area. I will go with the smallest color, but in this particular case, I'm going with whatever color like stands out to me so that I can see it easier. It's nighttime where I'm at right now, and the lighting's not all that good, so I kind of have to go with what I can see, and this just happens to be what's working for me right now. Okay, I am finally going to finish this section. I did a little bit of it off camera. almost done. I just got one more color and then I'll be done with this section. And it's definitely taken me longer to finish this, but there's been a lot of things that have happened in the month of September that just made it impossible for me to try to diamond paint. Yay, I finished. So now I'm going to use, I forget what this is called. It's a roller for different crafts. Got it at Hobby Lobby. And the whole idea is you push down. I'm not entirely convinced that it works. Sometimes it seems to make the situation worse, but sometimes I think it helps. So now I'm going to cut off this section. Now I just have these 6 panels to do. And then I'll be done with my Drills and Chills event for 2025.